You gotta keep on getting on. You just gotta keep on getting on. Keep on getting on. Love occurs, love fades away. You gotta get up, throw the feelings away. You gotta keep on getting on. It will get better soon. You gotta just keep on getting on. You gotta keep on getting on.
Gotta keep on getting on. You gotta keep on getting on.
Just keep on moving on up. You gotta keep on getting on. Smile through the darkness and dance in the lights. Dance in the lights. You gotta keep on getting on. Getting on. Getting on.
Getting on.
Getting on. You gotta keep on getting on.
You gotta keep on getting on. You gotta get up. You gotta just keep on getting on. You wanna play my hero?
Just keep on moving on up.
Smile through the darkness and dance in the lights. Dance in the lights.
Smile through the darkness and dance in the lights. That's how you got to live every night. Keep on trudging on.
Dance in the lights.
Welcome, everyone, to Keto King's Progressive Discussions. And happy springtime. Yes, it is officially spring, and the weather sure feels like it. But luckily, it is a cool early spring and not the hazy, hot, and humid weather of late spring. But I'm sure you people, especially here in my home state of New Jersey, can't wait to fight traffic to drive down to the Jersey Shore beaches, where they have to spend all that money on gas and cover charge to get on the beach, and they have to pay to park their car, and they have to pay to change into their bathing suit, and they can't bring any food or drink on the beach because they kind of force you to buy food and drink on the boardwalk, which is a ripoff, really bad ripoff. Yeah, it's a scam. It's racketeering. I don't go. I haven't gone in many years. I don't do that. I like what other Americans do, like Americans in, let's say, Ocean City, Maryland, the beaches of Maryland, Delaware, the Carolinas, Florida, where you just park your car and the beach is right there and there's no fee for anything. There's no fee. I'm your host, James P. Madonna, Mega Life 21 and Progressive Discussions. Oh, I know my hair is getting wavy and curly and everything. Oh man, I'm gonna have to try to fix it later. That's how it gets when it grows longer. Gee willikers. Woo! Anyway, you just heard the theme song. When I went live, you just heard a song from the most recent album of my good friend and one of my co-hosts, Mr. Geordie K, the music of Mr. Geordie K from Scotland. He is the techno king of British Isles, I guess, or should I call them, of Scotland. Of Scotland. I know Northern Europe puts out some really great, exceptional techno DJs, but Geordie K is one of them. And we're going to do a duet rather soon, where he's going to do his techno and I'm going to play my African djembe drum. So we have a visitor here. Enjoy the decline. Happy Sunday to you. Enjoy the decline. He says, hey guys, hope you all are doing well. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I've been eating pretty good this weekend. And today is going to be a great leftover day where I defrosted my homemade split pea soup with smoked ham hocks. And I'm adding the leftover cabbage and carrots from St. Patrick's Day, from the corned beef and cabbage that I made. I had a almost 6-pound corned beef brisket that I cooked in my new king size big stainless steel Chinese steam pot. And let me tell you, it came out excellent. I put it in a 2-quart stainless steel mixing bowl. Went on the bottom rack. I used another 2-quart stainless steel mixing bowl for the cabbage and carrots. Peeled the carrots, and I cut the cabbage in quarters because I don't like mushy cabbage. I like some consistency to it, or some snap. You know, like if you were stir frying. Okay, greetings. Happy Sunday to you, Bart Robinson. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, you could, if you, especially, well, you could probably do it with an iPhone, but I find that my Android, my Samsung Galaxy is very compatible with StreamYard, whereas my iPhone was definitely not. But thank you for listening in. I'm sure you have real fresh, clean, cool, early spring air to be breathing in on your walk, on your brisk walk. Speed walking is one of the best exercises, but you have to do it at least 20 minutes without stopping in order for that to be aerobic. So if you go, let's say 30 minutes, more the better. But you can't stop. You can't stop within the first 20 minutes. Enjoy the decline. What are you taking? Percocet or Motrin? What do you call that? Naproxen, or just Advils? I mean, which is ibuprofens. Ibuprofens are pretty good. They're more anti-inflammatory than acetaminophen, which is Tylenol. I got a big bottle of, I think, 200 milligram ibuprofen tablets from Amazon Prime. because I needed them for a certain issue. And they told me it was more anti-inflammatory than the other over-the-counter painkillers, you know. But luckily, when I had my wisdom tooth pulled and a couple molars, unfortunately, I didn't need. I never used the prescription for Percocet because I didn't need it. I was pretty good. I was pretty good with the pain. But that's me. Hope you feel better. Enjoy the decline. Well, yeah, I figured, the cabbage and the carrots would go well with the split pea because they all have a sort of sweetness to them. So it's very compatible. Plus the smokiness from the ham hocks, and the cabbage and the carrots have kind of a flavor from the corned beef brisket. So I think it will all pair well together, like the beer connoisseurs like to say. What would pair with my craft beer? Codeine. Well, oh, so you're in pain. I'm sorry to hear that. I had trouble sleeping last night, and my doctor told me that, well, he says, being that you have allergy problems, and he asked me, do you have any Benadryl in the house? I go, yeah, matter of fact, I do. I buy it at the dollar store in the blister packs, the little pink caplets, and it's the best allergy medication for me. Not the non-drowsy 24-hour loratadines and all that. They don't work nearly as well as Benadryl. But it just so happens, and he told me that many sleeping pills that are sold as a sleep aid are, in fact, Benadryl. The generic, and Benadryl's the company name, but the generic for Benadryl is also a sleep aid and a tranquilizer for anxiety. And you know what? It works because it will knock you out. Don't drink if you're going to take Benadryl. Yes, it's overcast. I don't care. It's very moisturizing for the complexion. I like the overcast, dismal, gothic look because I'm a horror movie fan, and I like mysticism, like my late mother did. She had a lot of psychic friends, for real, that she hung out with. Enjoy the decline. Yes, I hope you heal quick, and just take the bare minimum that the doctor prescribed with those that you have. Don't go overboard. Well, oh really? Well, I know acetaminophen. No, I'm sorry. Actually, an excessive amount of ibuprofen can be very harsh on the liver too. So I would take it with food, just to cushion it in your stomach. Not to have that medication right up against the lining of your stomach. I would have something to eat, even if it's a snack, even if it's a big glass of whole milk. Something to cushion it, like your brake pads have those pads to cushion it. And when your brake pads wear out, you have a very expensive auto mechanic bill. Yeah. Yes, Benadryl, absolutely. Great, cheap, over-the-counter anti-anxiety tranquilizer allergy medication, and sleeping pill, all in one. And all of the dollar stores by me have it. You can go to your favorite privately owned dollar store, or you can go to the Dollar Tree. They all have it. Don't go to Walgreens or CVS or Eckerd's or whatever and pay full retail price for what you can get in the dollar store. One moment, gentlemen. I have to send a little message here. It won't take me long. It won't take me long. Okay, I sent the link out to the people that usually come on my show. So when they come, they come. When they come, they come. Okay. Now, where was I? Okay. All right, I'm going to start by playing. You know, I've been doing Chisley's Hall of Shame for a while because, well, I've been doing it for many years, but I stopped doing it because I ran out of material. But lately I've been having material from personal experience of how companies, they could be food companies, it could be restaurant, it could be anything, retail, that not only flat out lie to you and deceive you with sort of a bait and switch scam, but they really, many of them have a sinister underlying agenda. Okay, you have false advertisement, you have bait and switch. Like, for instance, what I'm going to show you is an example, but I'm sure you've seen it on commercials, fast food commercials like Arby's. We have the meat, where you see the image of the Reuben sandwich with about this much corned beef and the other things that go on a Reuben sandwich. I think sauerkraut, there's other things. But you see a lot of meat. We have the meat, but then when you go and get the sandwich, you purchase the sandwich, it is a far cry from what you see on the advertisement. It's real tiny. So, yeah, they lie to you, and they bait and switch you, and they entice you with false advertising from the photo. Okay, let me find this. I have it here somewhere. I have it here. Well, the first things first. Share screen. Share screen. Okay, got that. I think that's it. Let me just check. Okay. Now, bear with me. Okay, this is James P. Madonna of the Facebook group Everything is Food, as well as the Facebook page Progressive Discussions. Now, this is yet another Progressive Discussions Chisley's Hall of Shame video. Okay, this time I want to say shame, shame, shame on you, Trader Joe's, Why does it keep on vanishing?
Beef shepherd's pie. Okay.
Thank you, Mark
This is your
Zuckerberg.
beef shepherd's pie with gravy, vegetables, and creamy mashed potatoes. Now take a look at that photo
Why
on
is
the
it
box.
doing this?
That's what attracted me to buy 2 boxes. Pretty decent, right? You would say. Okay, now this is how, this is just one of multitudes of examples of how rotten capitalism is. Look at that.
All right, just hold on, folks. Now you know why I despise geeks like Mark Zuckerberg and the pencil neck geek that owns StreamYard, because they're always fucking with you. Why is my video keep going out and coming back and going out and coming back? Is this like perhaps sabotage by this piece of shit? Oh, there's always something, gentlemen, always something.
False advertising, deceiving the consumer. Look at that photo. They do the same thing with fast food, Arby's commercials. Now look at this. This is what I got. This little pathetic, puny little thing here for $5 and change. Look.
No, this is not working.
And the mashed potatoes, they don't taste like home style mashed potatoes. They taste like
All right. Let me try some.
okay. This is James P. Madonna of the Facebook group Everything is Food, as well as the Facebook page Progressive Discussions. Now, this is yet another Progressive Discussions Chiseler's Hall of Shame video. Okay, this time I want to say shame, shame, shame on you, Trader Joe's beef shepherd's pie. Okay, it says here beef shepherd's pie with gravy, vegetables, and creamy mashed potatoes. Now take a look at that photo on the box. That's what attracted me to buy 2 boxes. Pretty decent, right? You would say. Okay, now this is how, this is just one of multitudes of examples of how rotten capitalism is. Look at that. False advertising, deceiving the consumer. Look at that photo. They do the same thing with fast food, Arby's commercials. Now look at this. This is what I got. This little pathetic, puny little thing here for $5 and change. Look. Yeah. And the mashed potatoes, they don't taste like home style mashed potatoes. They taste like the mashed potatoes made from that dry, dehydrated flakes from a box. Instant mashed potatoes. That's what they taste like. Okay, all right. And I'm sure many frozen food companies that are nationally advertised companies do the same thing. So look, there's the box. Right. Trader Joe's beef shepherd's pie. Right. There's the box. Very appetizing, very inviting. Nice photo. And there's what you get. Shame on you, Trader Joe's. Okay. Until we meet again, take care. This is James P. Madonna signing off. Okay. This is James.
Now I can't get rid of it. Now I can't get rid of it. Oh boy, oh boy. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, gentlemen, please answer me. Did that video on the second run, did that video show in its entirety? Were you able to hear and see that video if anyone is still here? Because I did something that should not have really mattered. I went full screen with it. And then I went to my YouTube channel on my Android phone, and I was able to watch the video on the live show. But I wasn't sure if you guys out there on the second run were able to see and watch the entire video. Please let me know if you were able to. Hold on. Oh, you were able to see the whole video on the shepherd's pie. Oh, good. So by me going full screen, it appeared on the show. By me not going full screen, it kept going in and out, which is another Facebook glitch by the Eagle Beak control freak geek Mark Zuckerberg, who probably hires young interns that are still in school, in college, learning programming or something. They're doing this for school credit, so he doesn't have to pay anybody. Scumbag. Thank you. Enjoy the decline. So, well, you learned something. You learned something about these fucking geeks that run social media. So, you see what happened. This is very common. I knew it was going to amount to this when I was a kid, and they reduced the gallon container or the half-gallon container of ice cream. I think it was a half gallon. There was a gallon and it was a half gallon. Let's just say the half-gallon container of ice cream in the cardboard box that you could open up and slice it, was reduced, and the 1 pound can of coffee was reduced. No more 16 ounces. And I knew, even my late grandfather says, watch what happens. They get away with this, they're going to try even more of, fucking the consumer. They're going to go on and on. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And sure enough, it did. Just like the video last week that I showed, where I'm in the front end of ShopRite, and the place was crowded, and there weren't that many cashiers scheduled, and the lines were long, and people were getting irate, especially the seniors. That was to force people to go run over to the self-checkout, which means it will give the markets an excuse to lay off more cashiers and fuck the union over. I know how their minds work. They do it at Walmart. They did it at Bank of America. 1 or 2 tellers are on duty because the ATM machine has a new upgraded program that it does more than it ever did before. Shrinkflation. Yeah, they can use any fancy word they want. That's just a legalized way to show contempt for the consumer and to fuck their customers over because of greed. Yeah, shrinkflation. Yeah. Some of these corporate sycophants would say, we're now lean and mean, or some bullshit. We're not, what the hell is it? What the hell do they say? when they downsize on the staff, on the employees. We're running lean, or we're running we're working smarter. I don't know, some bullshit. Like there's always a nice word that they use to justify what they do. It's like when the Republicans used to call like the right to work state. You live in a right to work state. Right to work. That simply means that a company can fire people for any frivolous reason they want. You know, they'll say, somebody, professor told me, well, you have no contract with the company. They can fire you for any stupid reason they want, but you also have the right to quit. Oh, big fucking deal. You know, they want 2 weeks notice, but they won't give you 2 weeks notice. So they call that right to work state, right? Then you have the Clean Air. Was it the Clean Air Act? Or I forget that. Oh, right to life, right? Anti-abortionists. Yeah, as long as you're in the womb, they fight like hell for you. You have the right to life. Once you're born, you're a moocher. According to the right wing, you're a moocher, you're a freeloader. If you need any help and you happen to be a baby that's already born, goodbye, so long. Yeah, it is sad but true. Yeah, trimming the fat. Yeah, trimming the fat. You mean suckering their employees in the office to multitask. See, that's another thing, multitasking. Some of these corporate ass kissers, these sycophants, they'll brag and say, oh, I've become a great multitasker. I multitask. Oh, yeah, you're working your ass off. You're doing the job of a few people now. For the same salary, did you get a raise? Oh, no, making the same amount of money. I'm just multitasking. Oh, so you're a sucker. You unionize? No. Well, there you go. How about your benefits? Overall? Have they increased? Did they get better since you're multitasking? And they'll say no. Well, then you're a sucker. You're a company person. You're a sycophant. You're a suck up. You're a brown noser. You're an apple polisher. Whatever you want to call it. Trimming the fat. Trimming the lard. So these are all excuses. Stupid excuses. Let me see what I got here. Oh, guess what? The spinning wheel of topics is back. But because it's a complicated program, it's going to take me a while to master it, because normally Jason Cleveland operates the wheel. He took the time to figure it out. So, but he gave me the last wheel that we used before he had to take a leave of absence. And you know, the head in the center is what it is. The music is what it is. It's not bad. It's pretty cool looking. I just can't, like, I'm not able to, like, change the head in the middle and alter any of the topics. But we do have a wheel today, and we do have the quartz crystal pendulum for answering questions with some mysticism. All of the people that said they wanted to be on the show are not here. Excuse me, Mr. Ronald Tirio sent me a message. Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're not here. You know, they made a big deal about wanting to be here, but they're not here. And on that note, I have an itch in the middle of my forehead that needs to be scratched. Ah, yep. Okay, now I even got the metal kazoo. Okay, and I got the juice up. I got it all. Okay, anybody have any topics they want to bring up, feel free. Or if you have any questions for the crystal pendulum, trimming the fat, man, trimming the fat. Well, you understand the story behind that. You see, I'm like you. I live alone in a nice big remodeled apartment up the street from the Hudson River, and I have a big walk-in closet. I have a new remodeled kitchen, and I could watch any movie on Netflix I want, or YouTube, whatever. What do they call that? YouTube video, YouTube TV. Anyway, or Amazon movies. I don't have to compromise with anybody. I come and go as I please. I don't have to worry about supporting any kids and putting them through college. I can eat whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. If I feel like having Indian food today, I'll have Indian food. I live in a very multi-ethnic area. I have access to everything. It's a safe, very peaceful, quiet, well, relatively quiet. Because, there's traffic going to the George Washington Bridge, that down on the main drag, River Road. But I have all these options. I can pick and choose what I want to do. If I want to go live, I go live. If I want to go on somebody else's live stream, I can do that. I don't have anybody complaining to me and nagging to me that I don't spend enough quality time with her. And when was the last time you got me flowers, which die in 2 to 3 days anyway, and leave your wallet considerably lighter? I don't have to deal with anything. I do what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want. I believe Mr. Bart Robinson has that same lifestyle, and I like it that way. Yeah, no disrespect to Jason. Hey, there's a reason why people get married, and there's a reason why they stay married for a while. I don't know what the reason is. Only they know. A lot of these dating websites and dating apps, they try to use science in their matchmaking. You can't do that. It's not about that. I don't care if they introduce you to a carbon copy of you. If there's no romantic chemistry, if you don't have the sparks, if you don't have the fireworks, you're only going to be platonic buddies. Is that what you want, a roommate? I don't want a roommate. I have to have the physical chemistry. Otherwise, I cannot get intimate with anybody unless I have the physical chemistry. I don't care if she was born the same as me, August 1st. She's a Leo. She has the same hobbies and interests. I don't care how much we have in common. If there's no physical chemistry, it's not going to happen. So I don't care if it's an eHarmony commercial slapped together by some annoying psychologist, with a very annoying voice, charging whatever he charges. I don't care. It's either there from day one or it's not. Like my grandmother used to say in Italian, ulia, ulia, the desire. The desire must be there at the beginning. Okay, people? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got the perfect kitchen utensils, cooking tools. I got my new Chinese steam pot. I got a really nice wok, hand hammered carbon steel from China. I got plenty of cast iron cookware. I mean, I'm a very good cook, and I made it my business to be, because I always watched cooking shows when I was young, and I enjoy not depending on other people for a good meal. And I know how to cook. I mean, I learned a little from my grandmother. I learned a little here and there. And I just made it my business to learn. Now, these people, these young females that say, I don't cook, I get takeout every day. I don't cook, I don't know how to work a washing machine, or I don't do laundry. Yeah, well, what do you do? Like, remember the song from the 80s? You don't drink, you don't smoke. What do you do? Da, da, da. Yeah, what do you do? You better ride the the wild stallion very well. You better be able to. You better have exceptional, outstanding skills in the bedroom. If you don't cook and you don't do laundry and you don't clean the house, then Chicky Poo, you better have some heavy duty skills. You better be hot looking, because when a woman gets in her 30s, she hits the wall. They call this, they hit the wall. Their sexual market value starts to plummet, starts to decline. Yes, my apartment is nice. Thank you, Bart. Yeah, I know we're on the same page. Me and Bart Robinson enjoy the decline. I'd rather be a little lonely sometimes instead of being with a partner and being absolutely miserable. Mental stress, in my opinion, is more exhausting than doing physical labor. I feel much better and have more energy after a vigorous workout, exercise session than I do with emotional mental stress. To me, that's the most draining of your energy. And if you're with the wrong person, if you're living with the wrong person and your partner and you have both realize you're not compatible and all she does is yell and complain and nag and try to lay the guilt trip on you for every stupid thing, that's more exhausting to the body than physical labor. And remember, and this is true, I've heard it from experts, but it's true. You are not responsible for her happiness. I hate to break the news to all these women crying the crying towel. Your boyfriend, fiance, and husband are not responsible for your happiness. Only you are responsible for your happiness. That's the truth. Hey, so where are these jabronis? Where's Ronnie Simpson? Where's Eric Fraunfelter? Where's Mr. Clean? Where's Jeff Zambello? What are they all? They all giving me the old hold on. What are they giving me, the old salsicci, the Italian salsicci up the ass? Trying to fuck with old James? Oh, believe me, they'll hear about it on the Facebook Messenger group. Oh yeah. What do we got here? For the woman too, or just the man? Well, a woman should feel the same physical romantic chemistry also. It's mutual. But but there are men, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. There are men that are a royal pain in the ass. I mean, I was pretty much raised by my grandparents. You know, my father was one of those royal pain in the asses. He drove my mother bonkers and she threw him the hell out. And he didn't want to pay child support for me and my sister. And he never came around. You know, there was no relationship, you know. So it is possible for a man to be the guilty party. Now, a man could be an alcoholic and he could be abusive to his wife. A man could be a cheat. Okay. A man could be many negative things. So I'm not putting all the blame on women. But all I have to say is, like what was said before, is I'd rather be alone, have solitude, and have peace of mind, which is the words I was looking for before. Peace of mind, and just be content with my own hobbies and interests, and not have to argue and compromise and not have to squabble about everything. I'd rather be that way than to be with somebody who is going to make me suffer for the bearded cherry stone clam, if you know what I mean. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I've had a good and bad experiences with online dating. The bad ones were nightmares. Yes, because the bad ones with online dating, with these apps, they carry a lot of personal issues and baggage, and they have some heavy duty problems, and there's a reason why they're still single and they're middle-aged. There's a reason why. And then they just bring their psychological defects over to you. Dysfunctionality, if there is such a word, dysfunctional misfits. You suffer by it. So they just bring it on to the next guy. And if they have young children, they're demanding. They expect you to be an instant daddy for someone else's children. Those are not your children. You're not responsible for another woman's young kids. I have news for them. You're not responsible for any of them, not the woman or the kids. So yeah, they're nightmares. That's why I always insist, as a rule, mandatory, video chatting for a while before you meet. Because with the video chat, now the video chats have very high quality, high megapixel videos. So you really get to see the person. You can get to know the person. You can get acquainted on a video chat very well. You can feel romantic chemistry on a video chat. The video chats now, they're fantastic. Forget about their photos. I'm not interested in their old photos when they were 21 years old, or maybe their photo is like far away, or maybe the woman, you only see her head. You don't see her from the chin below because she's 500 pounds. No. I don't want to see photos. I want the video chat. You understand, gentlemen? Especially you young guys. Insist on the video chat. Get to know them before you meet them too soon. Spend money unnecessarily. And if you do meet them for coffee at a cafe or something. Coffee and a croissant or something like that. Don't go to dinner. No dinner and drinks unless you are dating them. Remember, the video chat, mandatory is the way to go. See, I don't have any co-hosts, and I managed to do just fine. Those cocksuckers. You people really are cocksucking motherfuckers, like the Iron Sheik would say. Really are. Telling me that you want to be on the show, you motherfucking booze hound fuck cocksucking fucks. I hope you hear this. I really hope you hear this, pieces of shit. Okay, Bart Robinson, my buddy, says, I'm really enjoying my brand, new kitchen and bathroom, but I don't have your cooking skills. Well, the first thing I learned is never put the flame on high. Well, first of all, I prefer a gas stove over an electric stove. I feel that you can adjust the heat a lot quicker and more accurately. Unless you have an induction range. Now talk about the beauty of technology. An induction range. Any pot that allows a kitchen magnet to stick to it really firmly, bang, you can use on an induction range. And you can time it. You can set the temperature like a crock pot. You can set the time. It's exact. And it will start cooking very fast. And guess what? If you take the pot off and put your hand on the induction range, you won't. It'll be cool to the touch, room temperature. You won't burn yourself. That is a miracle in technology. I feel that the induction range will be the norm and will take the place of electric stoves, which are shit, in my opinion. But always start with a low to low medium flame part. You can't go wrong with a low flame because you don't burn anything. You won't have to scrub any pots when it's all over. You won't have a mess. You won't have spatter going all over the stove. So what? You wait a bit longer for your food, but cleanup will be a snap. It'll be wonderful. That's the first thing I learned. But I'm very happy for your new remodeled place, really. I mean, it's over, I take it, right? Bart Robinson. I lost both my parents when I was a teenager. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. So I had no choice but to learn how to cook, clean, do laundry, etc. Well, yeah. You know, got to do what you got to do, and you did what you had to do. I mean, my mother, she cooked like Peggy Bundy. She wasn't that good. She wasn't horrible, but she wasn't that good. My grandmother was the cook. My sister Lisa is a fantastic cook. Mom wasn't. Mom was she was opera singer, ballroom dancer. She was in beauty pageants. She won Miss Northern New Jersey. You know, she was, I guess you would say, a career gal, which is fine, you know. But we didn't starve. We didn't starve at all. But, you know, learning how to do laundry, washing whatever's in the kitchen sink, learning how to cook. Practice makes perfect. The best way to build confidence, okay, is with experience. My late great uncle Frank, who was a ballroom dancing teacher, told me that the best way to build confidence is with experience. So as you do something, as you learn, as you pick up tips from people that give you the right information, people that don't just, you know, blow sunshine up your ass, you know. YouTube videos can be invaluable, precious information if you are getting it from the right source. Like if you're watching an instructional video and you see all the comments below the video of people giving them like bad reviews, saying this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I followed his instructions and it was a total disaster. You know, like you could tell. You could tell like how many followers someone has. You can tell if they have expertise. You can learn a hell of a lot about everything and anything through the YouTube videos. Okay, let me see what else I got here. Okay, you were able to see that. Oh, all right. So we're gonna. I guess it's best to do some wheeling and dealing, and see who jumps on the show. Oh, believe me, they're not going to hear the end of this. I will torture them. I will torture them to the point where I don't care if I ever communicate with them ever again. I don't like people bullshitting me. You know, I mean, I could psychologically torture them, true, because I can't punch them in the face because they're not here. But I don't like this crap that these people pull, telling me they want to be under. There it is. Wait a second, my friends. Let me get this here. Not that bad. Jack Nicholson from The Shining. Here's Johnny, right? All right. There you go. Airlines. Gee, what can you say about airlines? You know, they're well known for price gouging. I would never really take United Airlines anymore unless it was close, unless the price was right and the flight was not any longer than 2 hours, because I was cramped. Even with my seat back, my knees were still up against the seat in front of me. They crowd you in so they could fit more people on the plane to increase their profits. They told me the Wi-Fi would work. It didn't work. That was when I flew from Newark Liberty Airport to San Diego, California, 5-hour flight. Yeah, it sucked. Shame on you, United Airlines. You're in the Chisless Hall of Shame, along with Trader Joe's with that shepherd's pie. Yeah. And you got to pay for everything. You even have to pay for the blanket if you feel chilly. You have to buy the blanket. You have to buy the food now, the garbage airline food. You have to buy the liquor. They charge you for absolutely everything on the plane. To me, that's contempt for the consumer. Okay. Try it again. Voter rights. What happened? The wheel disappeared on me. Why is the wheel? Why did the wheel? I'll be darned. Oh, there we go. Voter rights. Well, you know, the Republicans have been trying to make it difficult for low-income people, the poor, people with disabilities, seniors, people of color. There's been an attempt on with voter obstruction or voter oppression. You know, with between gerrymandering, which thank God they're starting to make illegal in certain parts of the country. But you know, the need to get a voter ID when they already have a legal photo driver's license or an identification card from Division of Motor Vehicles. It has the hologram inside the card, has your photo. You need your original birth certificate in order to get it to begin with. So you can't get better ID than that. So why are they making up this second voter ID card? I'll tell you why. Because they want to discourage all low-income people from voting. That's what it is. That is exactly what it is. They want to discourage that. No courtesy at all. No courtesy whatsoever. They have not even told me why they can't make it. You hit the nail on the head. They hit the nail on the head. Let me tell Ronald Theriot, hold on. All these people that I know that told me they wanted to be on the show did not even have the common courtesy to tell me why they could not make it. You know, very, very rude. All of them, including Eric Kronfelter. Not even a message. Yep, Ronnie Simpson, Eric Kronfelter, so on and so forth. Okay, I just told Mr. Ronald Theriot. Good morning, my dear Masumi from Tokyo, Japan. Good morning to you. It is now 5:07 a.m. Monday in the Tokyo area. Good morning to you. I hope you have a very pleasant Monday, Masumi. I know that Monday is not the most popular day of the week for people. It's usually very busy for those that work in the office, but you work in a salon, so, you know, who knows? Might not be that bad. Good morning from all of my friends, all of my viewers. Good morning to you, Masumi. So, all right, let's get back to what did I talk about? Voters' rights? All right, let me get back to this. It's not spinning that well. Hold on for a second. This really sucks. Thank you very much, StreamYard. The pencil neck geek that runs StreamYard. He's just as bad as Mark Zuckerberg. Oh my God. Hold on. Now I gotta go retrieve it again. It's supposed to spin right on the show. No, it's not it. Unbelievable. I thought I was going to be able to do this without a problem, but apparently it's not working for me. This, all right. Nah, this is not working. It's supposed to appear. Yeah, glitches, just like Zuckerberg. Glitches, glitches, glitches. Now what? Now it's going blank. You know what? Forget about it. The wheel is just not working for me. I don't know what secret that Jason Cleveland has to make it work, to make it spin on the show, but it's not working in my case. So that's it. Does anybody have any questions for the crystal pendulum? Any at all? Well, let me get it warmed up. Hold on. Crystal pendulum. Do you feel like answering questions on this live show? Okay. All right. As you see, my hand's not moving. Are the people that were scheduled to be on my show, are they very rude, selfish, asshole scumbags for not even telling me why they can't make it? Yes. Are they just typical of the pieces of shit that we have today during these modern times? Okay. Tomorrow, will some of them try to make excuses for not showing up? Yes. Would it be a good idea if I just blew them off and ignore them? Yes. Are these pretty much the times we're living in? No common courtesy, no respect. If some of them use drunkenness or alcohol as an excuse for forgetting, is that just a feeble excuse? Yes. Yeah. See, if anybody out there has any questions about any subject, even personal issues for the pendulum, just post them here on the comment section. Uncle Vanya, after they pulled out. Well, McDonald's wasn't really doing Russians a favor by being there because it's toxic food anyway. But Uncle Vanya is Uncle Vanya like maybe a friend of Vladimir Putin or some, or a Russian oligarch? You know anything about this Uncle Vanya? Let me see if I can find it. That's funny. Let me see if I can find it. Uncle Vanya restaurant. All right, New York Post. Let me see what we have here. All right. Hey. Shit. That is funny. That is funny. Oh, okay. See, I have no problem with like images and articles, but there's something about that fucking wheel that just won't work. And I think Jason told me that on StreamYard, when you're live streaming on StreamYard, it takes power away from the spinning of the wheel. Because if you spinned it and you weren't online, it would spin really rapidly. So this fucking geek, believe me, he's worse looking than Zuckerberg. The geek that runs StreamYard is the reason why we used the football players in high school used to beat the shit out of them because they really get under your skin. All right, McDonald's. Knockoff Uncle Vanya unveils nearly identical logo after Russian stores close. There's Uncle. Why is Uncle Vanya? Why does Uncle Vanya have a B? More on Russia. A budding burger chain in Russia called Uncle Vanya is looking to grab business that has been left on the table by McDonald's, revealing a logo that looks strikingly similar to the Golden Arches. Okay. Gee. A March 12th trademark filing with the Russian government showed an image that closely resembles the McDonald's logo turned on its side. Ah, aha. Yeah, why is it's like, well, if you turn the letter B on its side, it does sort of look like an arch, the golden arches, but white. The sketchy filing shows a Cyrillic letter B, which references the V in Uncle Vanya, cast in yellow against a red background. Oh, okay, I got you now. I got you. Yes, it does. It does look like the golden arches. Yes, without a doubt. Okay, trademark squatting has begun in Russia. All right, tweeted Josh Gerben, a prominent intellectual property attorney who was among those who flagged the filing. I got news for you. Russia and China can care less about copyrights and any of that stuff that is illegal or illegal in the United States. So Josh Gerben can jump up and down and scream all he wants. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference. The application appeared online after Russian officials indicated they removed patent protections for companies linked to countries deemed hostile to Russia. Yeah, what about countries that Russia is hostile towards? See, hypocrites. A response to crippling international sanctions and a mass exodus of Western companies in response to the Ukraine invasion. McDonald's representatives did not immediately return a request for comment. Because there's nothing they can do about it. Josh Gerben. Trademark squatting has begun in Russia. Okay, then he goes on to repeat himself. And here we have application for registration of a trademark service mark. Interesting. I think I'll save this. This looks interesting. So anyway, really interesting indeed. McBuriats. McBuriats. Combining Irish and Russian. McBuriats. Don Mac. Well, Uncle Vanya sounds funnier. McBuriats. Oh crap. Yeah, I mean, hey, at least there's a good chance they're going to serve real ground beef instead of pink slime that McDonald's usually serves. If you're not aware what pink slime is, just watch the Jamie Oliver YouTube videos explaining what pink slime is. It's they take all the garbage from the cattle, including meat byproducts, including meat or organs that might be infected, and they puree it into like a pate. You know, they pulverize it into a paste, and then they add a little bit of ammonia, a tad bit of ammonia to disinfect it, and that is your pink slime McDonald's hamburgers. And also the chicken McNuggets are not quality chicken meat. You know, one time when Arby's first started advertising, I went and tried the roast beef sandwich, thinking it was going to be like the old Roy Rogers that I love so much. No, it was like steakums. They were like, it was like the difference between having a turkey sandwich made from smoked butterball turkey breast and turkey loaf or chicken loaf. You know, it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be roadkill. You know, like your cheap supermarket hot dogs, even the nationally advertised hot dogs. Read what's in it. It could be anything. Once you puree that, you can identify what it is. And then there might be some high fructose corn syrup and some chemical preservatives. That's good. Thank you for mentioning that, sir. Thank you for mentioning that news. So, by going solo, I've actually killed 1 hour and 21 minutes already by going solo. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, Arby's, we have the meat. I wonder if it sounds like Farouk from BattleBots. The guy who says, we have the meat. It sounds like Farouk. Yeah, I thought I was going to get real roast beef sandwich. Like when I was a kid, I worked for Roy Rogers, and what we did was we used to cook the bottom round or top round, whatever the hell they were, roast beefs in convection ovens. We had these commercial convection ovens. And as you know, convection ovens are outstanding cooking ovens. And then we had that delicious crust on the outside with the beef fat and the crispy outer part that we used to slice off and eat. Man, that was good. That's like a pig roast, you know, where you slice off the skin, crackling, or whatever they call it. Then we would let them cool down a bit. I mean, not make them cold, but you got to let it rest. You got to let the beef rest. Otherwise, the juices just come pouring out. And then we would slice them. And then we had the fixins bar, you know, we had the horseradish mayonnaise and all the goodies, the fixins bar. A place called Fuddruckers had one too. But they closed them all by me. And it was really good. It was a real roast beef sandwich. It was really good. Yeah, well, that was the last time I was at Arby's. Very disappointed. I always make people hungry. Yeah, so I got, well, aside from my split pea soup combination, St. Patrick's carrot and cabbage combo that I'm going to cook, I do have more corned beef brisket to make cold sandwiches out of with the spicy brown mustard. And the ShopRite supermarket now has Panera Bread brand sliced bread. Let me tell you, gentlemen, if you have a ShopRite supermarket, go to the bakery department. Don't go to the bread aisle. It won't be there. Go to the ShopRite bakery department where they sell the rolls and the bagels separate. And in that department, you're going to see a Panera Bread section. And choose, they have different styles. 100% whole wheat, and so on and so forth. I picked the 12 grain with seeds. Panera bread, I think it says baker's grains, 12 grains with seeds. I read the ingredients, all natural, no chemicals, no, from what I read, no dough conditioners to keep, the dough moist, no chemicals. All very impressive ingredients. Many of the grains are fermented. It says fermented grains, unless that means sprouted grains. Well, sprouted would be like malt, barley malt, right? Well, fermented grains. Anyway, it's the best bread that I've ever had out of any supermarket. It even rivals the bread from Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Believe it or not, it rivals the 365 brand bread from Whole Foods, which crumbled in my hands when I made a sandwich out of it. Literally crumbled. So check it out. Try it. Panera bread, sliced bread, baker's grains, 12 grains with seeds. Yeah, the ingredients are, and guess how much it costs at ShopRite? Every week, every single bread from Panera Bread is $2.99, $2.99. That's another big plus. I mean, talk about the best bang for the buck. So I don't always bash products. Sometimes I brag about them. In this case, I'm going to give 7 bells to Panera Bread. I am very impressed by you. I want to congratulate you for putting out a great product at a low price. I really am very pleased with the Panera Bread line of sliced breads. People can laugh, but it really is a fantastic value. If I go and I do it again, you guys are not going to get bored because I'll be ordering the same things. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do it? Should I go live the next time I go? I know the last time I was at Duck King Chinese restaurant, and I had boneless duck, crispy duck, yeah, with a Qingdao lager beer, which I happen to like. So if you don't mind me, going live with the sushi, I'll do it. Fuck you, so-called friends that never came on my show. You piece of shit. Let me see if I can do the Felix Unger. Hold on. Let me see if I can do the song that Felix Unger played. Something around on The Odd Couple. Remember that song? Something's over there, something's over. For those that like The Odd Couple. Yeah, I felt comfortable myself. There's nothing like relaxing in a place that's not noisy with great food. I mean, they don't have a liquor license, so I mean, if I wanted to bring Asian beer, I could, but I'm all right. I'm happy. I tell you one thing, it's by far one of the most affordable, best values in seafood is going to an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant that serves great, really fresh fish. I mean, there's no better value. The only other value that I thought was great is before the pandemic when I used to go to the Royal Hibachi buffet in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. And I video recorded every single time I went. I did my commentary as I walked around. I video recorded every single visit, and you can find these videos on my YouTube channel. Progressive Discussions. There is a playlist that has all of the food-related videos, and all of my Royal Hibachi videos are there, including the barbecuing with Megalife 21, which I used to do back home, back at the house, which I don't live anymore. So, you know, because I don't have access to a front porch, a backyard, or a terrace. I really don't. I'm in an apartment building. So that's why I have a nice collection of cacti and succulents and exotic house plants, and you know, in my aquarium, because I wanted to bring a little nature inside the apartment, because I don't have the option of doing things outside. That's why I have the interesting life inside the apartment. Yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Well, you know, an hour and a half's not bad. I have no idea what's wrong with the wheel. I know that Jason Cleveland said that there's an issue when you're going live on StreamYard where the wheel just doesn't spin like it should. I have to take a look at the website and try to create my own, or just not do the wheel and wait until Jason Cleveland returns. Because I mean, if these people that I know, these so-called friends, are blowing me off, I might as well just go on hiatus with this Sunday show until people start, you know, requesting very strongly that they want to be on the show. You know, I mean, unless I have new material to discuss, then if I have enough material, I'll do the show solo, like I'm doing now. But other than that, I'll just go on hiatus. I mean, I'm not going to stress it. I'm not going to stress this situation. I'm not going to get aggravated. You notice I didn't yell. Yes, I cursed, but I didn't yell. And that's it. I'm just not going to stress myself out. Now, if it was a show that was all about reviewing beer, then they would be on like a flash. Now, I do have some friends that were on last week's show that are not in the beer review community or liquor community that are also full of shit, you know? And that's it. No more mention about it. But after the show, I will go to the Facebook Messenger groups and I will post a comment, and it won't be nice. Believe me. I know, Bart, you're a member of, you might be a member of both of them, right? Alpha Males and the Keto Kings Sunday show. I don't know if Enjoy to Decline has a Facebook profile, but you're welcome to message me over there, or you're welcome to join the groups. The same thing goes for Sid, who likes to do male rights activism, who usually comes late, but and yeah, anybody who frequents this show, you're free to join Alpha Males. And you know, like they said to me, they all said to me, because I left Keto Kings Sunday show, which was created by Eric Fornfelter, Thomas Metal 75, and all of a sudden I get a message, James, you do that show. How come you left the group? How come you left the messenger group? I says, how come? Because I must have had good reason to. I must have had good reason to. Because you people are full of shit. Maybe that's the reason. Now I have really good reason to leave, and I'm not coming back. But I will continue to stay with Alpha Males over there on Facebook Messenger. I also have a Progressive Discussions Tumblr page. I have a Progressive Discussions Facebook page. I have a group called Everything is Food, over 1,000 members. We also welcome beer review and liquor review videos, as well as food. Everything is Food. I have Original Holistic Health Talk, which is about natural health, on Facebook. I have an old school drug-free physical fitness group, which also posts professional wrestling and martial arts. It's called International Brotherhood of Pahlivans. All right, PAHLAVANS. Oh, no, I'm not gonna stress over it. But you know, taking action is better than getting upset and angry and getting a bellyache and a headache, you know? Just like, what did Teddy Roosevelt say? Speak softly and carry a big stick. Well, he was right. Let me see. Let me just see if this wheel, the wheel's still here. Let's see. I'm not going to worry about it. Let me get rid of this wheel. Yeah, it's not working out. So, you're a member of both. Yeah. So anyway, does anyone have any personal questions that they like to ask the Crystal Pendulum before I bang up the show? Since nobody's here, Jordy's not here, Eric is not here, Ronnie Simpson is not here, Mr. Clean is not here, Jeff Sambello is not here. Anybody have any personal questions? that you're curious about? You know, ask me now if you do. Maybe I could play the drum. Hold on. Yeah, Sid made a lot of sense. He knows all about the pitfalls of getting married and today's dating scene. He's very sharp. He has said some things in commentary that prove to me that he's a smart guy and he's very well read. You know, one of the great mysteries, aside from the copper dividing rods and crystal pendulum, is why did Fart Doctor just vanish? He makes an appearance once in a big while on Ronald Theriot's show, once in a big while, not every time, but he pretty much vanished. I mean, I got along with him. I liked him a lot. I thought I got along with him very well. So I have no idea if he's upset about something. I mean, I apologize if I offended him in any way, but I have no idea. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do something. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out in terms of the drum playing. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, original holistic health talk, not the first one I started in 2012 that was hijacked from me and stolen from me by Mario Petrus. Stabbed me in the back. I made the mistake of making him administrator. Little did I know he had dishonest, insincere, unethical plans. He had an agenda of taking over the group, hijacking the group, and secretly, without talking to me, kicking me out of my own group. And I had almost 9,000 members, and he went on to say that it's his group. He built it up. Bullshit. I have proof, and I show it in the second Holistic Health Talk, which is called Original Holistic Health Talk. That's where I am. And I show proof that I am the founder and creator of Holistic Health Talk. So this is what the man did. And from what I understand, he's still there. He's a bully. He's a racist. He is very self-serving, narcissistic, egomaniacal person. Horrible, very bossy. He's a terrible human being, and he used to be my friend, but no more. I want nothing to do with him. I blocked him in every which way from communicating with me, and that's it. He's persona non grata, right? That's not the first time that an administrator that I trusted hijacked one of my Facebook groups. That is not the first time. So be very, very, very careful who you make administrator if you decide to create a Facebook group or any group. Be very careful. It should be someone that you can trust, someone that you know well. yeah. So yeah. So anyway, if no one has any questions for the crystal pendulum, I will close out the show. And play some Jews harping. I would play the drum, but then it's hard to see the drum. Well, you know, if I start playing it, I have to figure out a way to do that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me on my live stream show. And until we meet again here, I'm not sure when that is going to be, but keep in touch and take care, everyone. Bart Robinson, Enjoy the Decline, Masumi, everyone. Thank you.